Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me this week as we're doing a classic gumbo with chicken and turkey and shrimp with no pork and no beef. This is a relatively easy recipe to do. Just got to chop up some vegetables, the onions and green pepper, mince the garlic, and go ahead and put that into the slow cooker. Either cook it on high for 3 to 4 hours, cook it low and slow for 7 or 8 hours. I had some today at the beginning of my lunch, and it was outstanding. Nice and spicy, unique flavoring to it. I added my sausage, it was a turkey sausage, and it had a little bit of smoke flavoring that added to make it more gumbo-like tasting. And I put it over a bed of white jasmine rice. I will always have the recipe, the ingredients, and instructions in the comments. I really appreciate your watching, and let's get cooking. All right, folks, the first step is we're going to prepare the roux, R-O-U-X. In the skillet, we're going to heat 1/4 cup of oil over medium heat, and then slowly whisk in 1/4 cup of flour, stirring consistently. We're going to be doing this for about 10 to 15 minutes until the roux turns dark brown colored. And then we're going to remove it from the heat and set aside. So let's gradually and safely put in the flour. Then we're going to whisk it nicely. And this is going to be help thickening our gumbo. Occasionally, you're stirring for about 10 to 15 minutes. So when we come back, that's going to be set aside, and then we're going to start loading the slow cooker. Let's go! All right, folks, here we go. We're in step 2, loading a slow cooker. This is where the magic begins. So we're going to be adding the onions, bell peppers, and celery, which are already diced up and chopped up nicely already. You can see all that goes in there. Then we're going to add in the celery, garlic. And the garlic, I just got a new garlic press. It's the first time trying it. Instead of chopping it up, I did a garlic press, and I think it turned out nicely. It's a little bit of a time saver. In fact, I'll show you my garlic press. I'm kind of proud of it. Here we go. I've been looking at this for a while, a little while at the store, and it cost me, I think, $12.47 at the Walmart. And it's metal, not plastic, and has this nice grip right there. But it did save me a lot of time and more uniform, uniformity on the garlic there. So I liked it. All right, now we're gonna put in the chicken and the sausage. Chopped up the chicken, and I did the sausage in rounds. Lots of meat for this one. I did a tad bit more chicken than what they called for. Well, that's okay, because I did a little bit less. I'm going to be doing a little bit less shrimp at the end. All right. We're going to put in the tomatoes. Non-drained, just the diced tomatoes. I got the great value from Walmart, and with field to can in 5 hours and no salt added. Try to reduce the sodium. All right, so now we're gonna add in 4 cups of chicken broth. I already measured out 2. That's 2. And and 4. And just so you know, the folks that don't do the conversions like me, this 32 ounces is actually 4 cups. So this is what I use. I use college in 40% less sodium. So again, low sodium. And then I'm gonna put in the salt. I forgot to get the salt, but that's okay. I'll add in that later. The black pepper. Here's the black pepper I used right here. The cayenne pepper. I added a tad bit more to get a little more heated. I love the heated, spicy recipes. The ground thyme. And then smoked paprika. Here we go. Here's what I used. Smoked paprika. Has a great aroma. And I realize I use that in a lot of my recipes. And so that's really good. And then calls for 1 bay leaf. I got 3 small bay leaves. I'm gonna put that in, and we're gonna have to take those out at the end there. And then stir in the roux that I just created. Oh, it's not coming out, so I'll make certain when I get off the recording, I'll get that put in there. Hold on, it's beginning to come out. All right, I'll scrub that in there. And then we're gonna do it on the, we're gonna stir it in nicely. And let's stir it in. And we're gonna be doing this on, usually I like to go low and slow, but I'm kind of running out of time today. So I'm gonna do it on high. And the high is 3 to 4 hours on high. All right, but 30 minutes before the end, we're gonna be adding in the shrimp and the frozen okra. All right, first time doing gumbo. This is gonna be a fun one. All right, when I'm off camera, I'm gonna add in the salt, which I forgot, and then I'm gonna put in the rest of the roux. All right, let's get cooking and let's go. All right, folks, it's about 30 minutes left to go, and let's put in the shrimp. I was gonna put in okra, but I made a mistake with it. I was supposed to keep it frozen, and it was kind of slushy. So I didn't want to put that in there after not keeping it frozen. But we're gonna keep the shrimp in here the last 30 minutes. And then if you're here, you'd be able to smell this amazing aroma. The smell meter is doing good right now. All right, folks, let's get going, and we're almost done. Let's go. All right, here we go, folks. It's been about 3.5 hours. Got the sausage in there, the chicken in there, the shrimp in there, along with the tomatoes, diced tomatoes. And as usual, this is going to be lunch for me. Meal planning, doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday lunch with us, and it's going to go over a nice bed of jasmine rice. And I might have mentioned it before, I might not have. The recipe and instructions will be on the comments, and I do really appreciate you watching. It's really spicy, and it's gonna be a lot better with the rice. I'm gonna give it a try here. Get some chicken. You can see it's chicken and celery and some of the spicy juices. Let me give that a try. Oh, very spicy. Has a nice little kick to it. Get some of the juices there. Has a unique taste to it. I've not had much gumbo before, so I think this is going to be a nice recipe. Good change. Nice experimenting with the food. I tell you, that's one thing I love about this cooking, is that you can try different things. I get my recipes from the ChatGPT, and it starts learning what I like. And I think that's why a lot of my recipes have that smoked paprika in there. But it's been fun kind of developing it, seeing how it goes. And as always, I really love seeing these fresh ingredients. I know what's gone in there, and controlling the quality of foods. And like the okra I was going to put in there, but it looks like it had gone bad, so I discarded okra, even though it was optional for the recipe. And that's that's a cool thing about doing your own cooking of your foods, because you have the control over it. And I actually love learning the different aspects of the food, the taste, the cooking styles, and the slow cooker has been an awesome technique for me too. Generally, I do like to do it low and slow, but this one I had to do it the high and a little bit shorter time. All right, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful morning, a wonderful night, a wonderful week, and hope you keep trying the recipes. Hope you enjoy this recipe, and as always, I really appreciate you watching. And let's get going and get cooking. Let's go.